This tutorial will demonstrate how to properly finish a Fypon wood grain beam or mantle beam. To begin, you'll need the following items: a Fypon wood grain beam or mantle beam, a pair of gloves, 3 brushes for stain, shop towels and cleaning rags, a bottle of mineral spirits, stir sticks, and stain. If the beam will be used in an exterior application, you'll also need top coat and an extra brush. For interior applications, Fypon recommends General Finishes water-based stain or Minwax gel stain. If you're using Minwax gel stain, it should be cut 2:1, with 2 parts stain and 1 part mineral spirits. Follow gel stain drying times found on the container. For beams used in an exterior application, Fypon recommends General Finishes 450 exterior water-based stain, along with 450 exterior top coat. The top coat is required for beams that are used in exterior applications. Make sure to wear gloves and work in a well-ventilated area to avoid inhaling fumes. Temperatures should be between 50 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit with relative humidity below 80%. Never apply stain or top coat while dew is present, and do not stain in direct sunlight. Fypon stainable polyurethane products come ready to finish and should not be sanded. Simply clean and prepare the surface to be stained. Use a clean rag and mineral spirits to wipe the entire surface, removing all contaminants. Compressed air can also be used to clean products with deep grooves. If there are light scratches or scuffs, lightly paint the area with a matching primer or smooth the area by buffing in the direction of the grain with a 3M Scotch-Brite pad or fine sandpaper. Then, clean the repaired area and allow it to dry. For deep scratches, fill them in with a wood crayon. Body filler may also be used. Then, lightly sand the area. You may have to manually etch grain detail into these fillers. Wipe off any excess filler with a cleaning rag and mineral spirits and allow it to dry. Then lightly paint the area with a matching primer and allow it to dry before staining. Stir the stain well with a stir stick. Improperly mixed stain will not dry correctly. Now, use a brush to apply the stain directly on the surface of the beam, making sure to work the stain into the grain and fill all cracks and crevices. If the beam is 10 feet or greater in length, then stain it in sections. After the beam has been fully stained, take a clean, dry brush and begin blending the stain in the direction of the grain. Every few strokes, remove the excess stain onto a clean rag or shop towel. Continue this process until you have completed the entire beam or area of the beam. Pay special attention to any deep grooves and corners. Don't let stain collect or pool in these areas. For lighter shades, remove more of the stain when dry brushing. For darker applications, repeat steps 2 and 3, making sure the first application is dry before applying a second coat of stain. While wearing a glove, touch an area of the product that is hidden or near the edge. The stain is completely dry when nothing comes off on the glove. If it is not dry, test again every hour until it is dry. Stir the top coat well with a stir stick. Then wet the tips of the brush and apply a very thin layer in a smooth and even motion. Don't use excessive brush strokes, as this may cause the top coat to bubble or loosen the stain. If you find an area that's stained too light or dark, apply a small amount of mineral spirits and wipe. Then reapply the stain. Dry brush and blend the area. After it's dry, apply the top coat if required. The stain and top coat must be completely dry before installing the beam. Follow Fypon installation instructions for all products, which can be found at fypon.com. All exterior finishes are affected by exposure to sun, weathering, moisture, and air pollutants. Typical durability of the top coat is 3 to 5 years, but may be less depending upon site-specific conditions. When the top coat feels rough, it's time to reapply a new layer of top coat. However, do not reuse top coat that's more than 3 years old or top coat that has been frozen. If the finished product is scratched, wipe the surface with mineral spirits. Apply the stain to the scratched area with a cotton swab or an artist brush. Then blend the stain until color match is achieved. If top coat is required, allow the stain to dry completely, then apply a fine layer of top coat over the repaired area with a clean cotton swab or small brush.